Okay, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. So how do we generate B2B leads on LinkedIn using my strategy? So a little proof of concept before we begin, giving you the exact statistics we've been getting for clients. So with this strategy, for myself, I've been able to book 6 calls with just 1,200 impressions. That's not typical. You're not going to be able to get those results. But if you are the average person, you should be looking at one booked call per 2,000 impressions. This is easy. This is stuff that is repeatable. We've done for clients time and time again. So one book call per 2,000 impressions is a good goal to aim for. And after 90 days, starting from zero LinkedIn presence at all, you should be getting 1,000 impressions easily on every post you make. And you've got to remember, just as a bit of motivation, only 1.6% of people actually post on LinkedIn, and far less post anything decent that's not a selfie or a picture of what they had for dinner. So if you have no followers, essentially what I'm saying is you can start booking 2 to 5 calls a week relatively easily inside of a space of around 3 months. But obviously if you do have an established brand on LinkedIn, this will help you grow your brand much quicker, and you're going to see results much faster. So a little breakdown of how everything works. So it starts with a well-optimized profile, then buyer attracting content, the proven volume and engagement strategy we use, and then starting conversations that actually lead to sales. And the key to LinkedIn that everyone forgets is that you've got to combine content with actual outbound selling in the DMs. So here's our strategy. So step 1 is simple profile optimization. This is actually not that important. Everyone says that this is the key. This is not very important at all. Nowhere near as important as anyone claims. If a profile is simple and tidy, or at minimum, it just doesn't get clients to immediately run the other way, it's absolutely fine. All you need is a clear line or two about your services and a call to action. Please book a call. And obviously you got to include the book an appointment button. You can really go into the settings, find out how to do this quite easily, just down here. That obviously will help you book calls, and you want a decent about section. Nothing else matters. There's almost not worth mentioning this section. As long as it doesn't make people run the other way immediately, it's absolutely fine. The next step is creating buyer attracting content. Now this is the key behind the whole strategy really. So 1 million views doesn't necessarily amount to even a single sale. But even if it's a small audience, if it's well targeted, it can be a profitable audience. So you really want to focus on case studies, testimonials, very specific how-to articles and demonstrations. And you've got to be extremely hyper targeted and really clear about who you're talking to. You've got to use hooks such as all cybersecurity founders should understand these 3 strategies. You know exactly who you're talking to, cybersecurity founders, and then you're kind of hooking them in with kind of, a little bit of a cliffhanger. It should be unmistakably clear who you're talking to and what you do. As long as you're direct about who you're talking to, nobody else, outside of that field is going to want to read this article at all. And to be completely honest, you don't need them to. And then the last aspect really is booking calls, and this is the missing piece that most people forget. So some people will get in touch after just reading your content, most won't. You've got to message everyone that likes, comments, or views your profile, and you've got to be doing this at a rate of about 40 a day. And that's easy enough to do without getting banned on LinkedIn. And you're going to go for open profiles only. You're not going to be able to message that many profiles if they're closed off. It's going to cost a fortune buying, in-mail credits. And obviously, if you can't get through on direct in-mail connection requests to anybody else. And a step further, if you really want to start reaching out to people that you just can't message, find their email from their website and reach out to them that way, and just reference your post in the email. Let them know why you're messaging. They viewed the profile, they like the post, etc. Direct pitch in a charming manner, or offer something for free if you're less established. Now, if you are less established and you are offering something for free, and that's a service, make sure they're willing to get on a call with you and discuss your service, else they're just going to say yes every single time. They're going to take your service for free, and they're never actually going to pay you for anything. If they're willing to take the time to get on a call, that's a little bit extra commitment, from whoever you're trying to sell to. And that just means that at the end of it, if they are happy with your work, you have a chance of at least selling to them. Otherwise, you don't stand any chance at all. Now, if you are well established, you don't want to go in as direct and you don't want to start offering stuff for free. You just want to start a casual conversation. The fact is, everyone knows that you're selling something already. So if you reach out to them, they understand your intentions, but just be polite, casual, and develop the conversation from there. As long as you're starting 40 a day, at some point, people are just going to say, oh, this is what we're looking for. What do you do? They will, it's inbound lead generation. They will tell you what they're looking for. And in terms of volume, you're looking at 5 to 7 posts a week, and obviously you want to prioritize weekdays. So if you're only making 5 posts, Monday to Friday, 40 conversations a day, max out your connection requests, so that's 100 a week. I'd advise you do 20 each day of the weekdays, because people just simply don't respond to these on the weekends, and you want to do a minimum of 10 comments a day. And actually, please do thoughtful comments. You don't just comment, I agree, or good idea, or this worked for me. Thoughtful, get people thinking, get people to click on your, comment, have a look at your profile, check out what you do. And if you really want to take it a step further, LinkedIn ads to scale up the campaign, retarget all the visitors that go to your website. You can buy B2B influencer shoutouts from other LinkedIn influencers in your space, collaborative content with similar brands, and then just start doing this on multiple accounts. Get all your staff to do this. If you don't have staff, virtual assistants, don't duplicate your account. You don't want two accounts with the same name. Make it look like someone else working for your company, and you'll be absolutely fine.